So I got back into writing letters a few years ago, and lately I've been combining my enjoyment of things like junk journaling and papercraft with letter writing by just playing around with what I do with the paper I send to pen pals. So I thought I'd just do a tiny little tutorial. One of the things I do, very easy. You just need a book page, simple book page, torn in 4 ways. I wanted to keep the corners, so that's why I wanted a book page. But if you don't mind about having, you know, the edges, then don't worry, use whatever you've got. And so I used a floral theme here because I've got lots of fussy cut images, so just lots of different bits of flower. So I'm going to do another batch today. I'm going to use white paper this time. And I think I'm going to use the music paper for a change. And I've decided also to use butterflies, as I've got lots of those fussy cut. So I'll move those to the side. So with this, I literally just tear what I want. And then I'm just going to stick these down using Yoo-hoo stick, because that's what I tend to use. Make sure you go to the edges. Sounds like a silly thing to say, but sometimes when I'm gluing, I find that it doesn't always go right to the edges, so I just have to check. And you don't have to be mega neat with these things, obviously. And the reason why I do this kind of thing is it's just nice sometimes to just play around with what you do with writing paper when you're sending people letters. And yes, I've got, like many people who write letters and love stationery, I've got writing pads coming out my ears. But sometimes it's just really nice to, you know, make something a little bit more personalised. And if you're writing to someone who you know has a particular love, a particular type of flower or animal or something like that, it's a way that you can further personalise things. Or if you have a particular love of a certain type of image or whatever, then you can indulge your love of that by creating this kind of thing and using what it is that you love. And I've specifically gone for a sheet that is aged because I didn't want the paper, the colour to be too similar. So here it didn't matter so much because I was using yellow. But here I didn't want it too bright, which was why this was my other alternative, because this is a very aged pad. And then, set this aside for a mo. It's about choosing where to put the butterflies. And I've got a variety of different butterflies here, different sizes. And this is the kind of thing where you could take a long time working out what you wanted to put where. So in a way it's quite useful that I'm going to be filming this because, or I am filming this, not going to be, I am filming this because it means I just stick things down. And I don't think that's a high enough contrast. So it's either that one or that one. Oh, I like that one. Right. So, and when I've got small things that I've cut, I try and glue in the middle and then pull the glue stick away, because I find if I do it in reverse, what I do is I get lots and lots of clumps of glue on the outside of what I've cut. And I'm quite happy for it to overlap. If you prefer it to be entirely central when you do it, why not? It's all about working out, you know, what works for us all as individuals and, you know, the kind of things we like. So if you've got loads of fussy cutting and you just like to play with it and you enjoy writing to people, this can be a really good way of using up things that you have. And also, if your motivation for whatever reason is not doing that great, and you know you should be, well, you'd like to be working on bigger projects, but you just can't for whatever reason, your head's not in the right space, then this is a great way of you're still being creative, you're still playing with stuff, but you're not working on something huge. And sometimes that's what we all need. We all need something small, we all need something easy, and something fun, you know, and something that we can share with others, something that does not have to be really like a result in something really fine and really large as a project. Now, just realised that I do not have a pen to hand, so bear with me a moment, because the next step with this is to draw in the feelers, the antennae, whatever you want to call them. Can't get my pen out of my pen case now. So because it's just too fiddly for me to cut around these, I tend to just do this when the time comes, and I find that works fine. And then once I've done these will be ready for me to write a letter to a pen pal and either send these somewhere in the UK or America or Canada or Sweden or wherever. And it's just something fun. So with that, and that's only taken a few minutes, I've now got a nice little set of writing paper or a letter to go elsewhere. So I hope you found that useful, and I hope that's inspired you to hopefully make some yourself, or you could even use this kind of thing as a page in a journal.